The protagonists of my research are foreign language teaching and neuro-linguistic programming, which focuses on people's behavior and successful communication and offers real possibilities for change and improvement. It is a technique that aims at a person's personal growth and development of his or her positive characteristics. Of all the professions in which the personal and professional dimensions are closely linked, teaching is the one in which this relationship is more significant. I think that the positive outcome of a teaching strategy particularly depends on the relationship between teachers and their students. The more comfortable the students feel, the greater will be their ability to learn successfully. Throughout history, foreign language teaching has been characterized by different approaches and methods. But it is with the effective humanistic approach that the relationship between teacher and student gains importance for the first time. The simple conveyance of content and impersonal implementation of pedagogical methods have proved to be unproductive. In my opinion, the choice of the most appropriate teaching strategies should be based on the personal component. The aim is to create empathy with the students, to involve them in teaching activities, to teach them how to manage their emotions, and to use effective communication. Neuro-linguistic programming is a method of communication considered as an approach to learning, personal development, and psychotherapy. It was created by Richard Bandler and John Grinder in the 1970s. They believe that there is a connection between neurological processes, language, and behavioral patterns learned through experience. According to them, these patterns can be organized to achieve specific goals in life. NLP is indeed a technique of excellence whose aim is not only the analysis of individuals' deficiencies, but also the development of useful strategies to overcome these deficiencies and to enhance their potentialities. Neuro-linguistic programming is an extremely productive theory. Nevertheless, its application in the educational field is apparently difficult because of the didactic models we are used to. The teacher is erroneously considered as a transmitter of contents, and it does not favor a serene dialogue between the parties. Instead, according to NLP, the teacher is a facilitator of processes who guides his or her students towards learning. One of a teacher's tasks is to study the behavior of their students carefully in order to better understand their cognitive attitudes and to outline a productive teaching strategy that conforms to each one of them. We are talking about the centrality of the learner. Students must count on the fact that there is a person who can be trusted. Teachers are expected to have communication skills that are indispensable for a good interaction. To achieve this, they must be empathetic with their students and use the active listening technique. Neuro-linguistic programming identifies for each individual three preferential learning styles: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. For each one of these, NLP has identified specific techniques and methods aimed at helping the students to identify their abilities and therefore to take advantage of them. The research carried out on NLP and its application in the educational field has been a source of great inspiration. It gave me the opportunity to reflect on the importance of a teaching strategy aimed at listening to students' needs. Students should no longer learn passively. Frontal lessons not only risk mortifying learners and jeopardizing their communicative skills, but can also produce a stressful or boring atmosphere, which does not help the learning process. Learners are not machines programmed to learn, but thinking human beings who have feelings and as such must be treated. Any teaching strategy aimed at creating impersonal automatisms is completely useless. Instead, teachers should elect strategies that encourage the learner's freedom of expression, that help them overcome their difficulties, and that transform any mistake they make from being an embarrassment into an opportunity for improvement. The best teaching strategies, therefore, are those that promote the centrality of the learners, who, deprived of any form of stress and finding themselves in a serene situation, are more inclined to successful learning.